So there's this woman. She is put together. I mean, reliable, the kind of woman that people can count on. I mean, people tell her hard stuff because she can hold it. And she's emotionally smart and emotionally available, emotionally intelligent. And sometimes she says yes to things she doesn't really want because it's easier than saying no because she does not want to disappoint anyone. She is the one who remembers birthdays and packs lunches. She notices when things are off and she checks in with her people. I mean, she keeps the group text going. She's holding the family calendar in her head. She's the glue, and everybody knows it. And then there's this guy. He's a man's man. I mean, he handles the money, the logistics, the house repairs. He is strategic and confident and capable. He likes being the one people can lean on. And he is, I mean, for his partner, for his family, for the people at work and his extended family. Like, he's that guy. He makes sure that things are taken care of. He gets the job done. He's the one who doesn't just fix the sink, he keeps the retirement account on track. Like, he's that dude. He drives on the road trips and he's the one that makes the call when there's a crisis. He doesn't want to just be helpful, he wants to be dependable. He takes pride in being the guy who can be counted on. Two different people, two different stories, but they end up in exactly the same place, disconnected from themselves. And between the sheets, disconnection shows up fast, right? For her, it looks like saying yes to sex that she doesn't want. Because again, she wants to keep the peace. She wants to go along because that feels easier than the explosion that might happen if she says no. So she would rather perform desire than actually feel it. And for him, it looks like being hyper-focused on his partner. He wants to make sure that they're satisfied. He measures his worth by whether they finish because he needs to prove that he can deliver all the time. So instead of actually tuning into his own body or his own wants, he just doesn't even do that because he just wants to make sure everybody is good all the time. And on the outside, it looks like these are two different personality types and certainly two different sexual styles, but it's not. Both of them are missing the exact same thing: connection to themselves. It's easy to think they're opposite because she gives too much and he holds too much, but at the end of the day, they're both just performing. And when you're performing, you are not present. So yeah, sex might look fine on the outside, but it's hollow. It's not hitting no place. You're going through the motion. It looks like intimacy is happening, but it's not. It's just a facade. And living like this, eventually you hit the wall. The woman who always said yes, she gets tired. The man who's always had it handled, he starts to realize that it's costing him a lot. And the reason this matters, and I'm not just talking about in the bedroom, this matters in the whole relationship. It also matters in the peripheral relationships because when we're living as roles or archetypes, nobody actually gets to know us. I mean, think about it. If you're always the selfless one or you're always the capable one, people are relating to the role you're playing. They don't even know you, right? And that's crazy because what most of us really want more than anything is to feel seen, to feel known, to feel like we matter and that we're understood. But see, intimacy is not about playing the part people expect. It's about being brave enough to be vulnerable. I mean, you can't even get in the zip code with intimacy without vulnerability. You have to be willing to take it all off, not just your clothes, but the mask, the societal conditioning, the expectations, all of it. You need to be able to take it all off and let someone else see your most tender parts, the stuff that you wouldn't dare expose in a public setting. But that's the risk. That's the only way that we can get to intimacy and real connection. But here's the kicker, because of course there's more. Most of us don't even recognize when we're playing roles because So many of the people around us are playing them too. I mean, if you grew up watching your mom or your aunt stretch themselves thin, always smiling, always giving, if you grew up watching your dad or your grandfather grind and fix and never complain, this is normal for you. And they were rewarded for all that doing. And people still are, people will thank you for being selfless. They will praise you for being capable. You will get admiration, respect, and maybe even envy. But what you may not get is intimacy because people can only connect with what's real. And if all they ever see is the role, then nobody's actually ever touching you. That's why so many people over 40 start to get restless because you wake up one day and realize, like, people love me for what I do, but do they even know who I am? And that's not just a bedroom problem. That's a life problem. So maybe the question isn't, how do I stop being selfless or how do I stop being capable? Maybe the question is, when was the last time somebody really saw me? But more importantly, when was the last time I allowed myself to be seen? And if the answer is I can't remember, it's worth sitting with, okay? So when I talk about the selfless woman or the endlessly capable man, what I'm really talking about is how the roles we play might feel like they're keeping us safe, but they're also keeping us hidden. And connection can't find you if you're hiding. Okay, so that was a lot. That was a lot. But in the next episode, we are going to be digging into some juicy stuff because I'm going to be exploring how sometimes people with penises, mostly, it does happen with people with vulvas, but a lot of the time it's people with penises. They say they're serving their partner's pleasure, but are they really? Or are they really serving their egos? I mean, I'm just saying. That one's going to be spicy. It's going to be spicy. So, this is Sex IRL because bodies have feelings, and I am Stacey Herrera, and I know you are going to be here next week because it's going to be juicy.